All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Central Valley Talk Live. This is our Wednesday edition. I'm Austin Reed, coming to you from our Tower District Studios inside the Mike Briggs building. We thank you for joining us. We've made it to the middle of the week, and we are, maybe a week away from September, something like that, as we're now at the 24th already. It's crazy. It's going to be hot today. Highs will be right around 104 to 107, depending on where you are in the valley, so try to keep cool. Hey, we are going to be live and local until right around 2 o'clock today, maybe even closer to 3 with a slew of guests, so make sure you stay with us. We're going to kick things off with my first guest today. This is her second time on the show, and joining us in our Tower District studios today, please welcome back Cadee. Hello there.
Thank you for having me back.
Great to
I'm
see
happy
you.
To be here.
Thank you. Thanks for coming back. So we last talked maybe 6 months ago, something. I mean, it was a little bit. Now, highest logic. Remind everybody what that is.
Highest Logic is just a little kind of a spiritual group, and we talk about all kinds of spiritual ideas and work on trying to get to know how to live like a more peaceful life, more grateful life, more just a real kind of getting you in the right mindset to
Serenity.
Correct.
Yeah, serenity now. Hey, let's talk a little bit about manifestation.
One of my favorite
Because
things.
it's trending right now, but
Yes.
there's some things that you kind of wanted to throw out there.
I did. I think manifestation right now is incredibly popular. A lot of people are talking about manifestation and throwing that word around. And I think manifestation is fantastic. And I absolutely believe that manifestation is possible. I'd like to start kind of, for those people who don't know what manifestation is, it's kind of the definition that I like to use is taking your imagination and the power of your imagination and harnessing that to create your reality. So in order to do that, there are kind of rules. Think positively about what you want. Visualize it as if it's already yours. Be grateful for it as if it's already yours. Be patient. A lot of times people expect instant gratification. Oh, I thought about wanting this for a day and I didn't get it, so manifestation must not work. Patience and consistency is super important, especially when you're trying to manifest the things that are like a little bit bigger, like a dream home or a position at your job. Mm-hmm. Some of those things require a little bit more time and a little bit more energy. But the second we start thinking, I have been trying to manifest this for a week, and it's not working, it must not work, you've kind of unintentionally shifted your energy from a positive mindset to a negative mindset.
Makes sense.
And we want to remember that we can attract the positive and the negative equally. So if we are thinking negatively, like, oh, I really, really, really wanted this house, and I visualized it, and I thought about it, and it's not going fast enough, and there's going to be a hiccup, you're not doing yourself any favors. So we want to try to remember to keep our thoughts super positive, and remember that, unfortunately, in this society with instant gratification, that's not necessarily how true manifestation will work.
Yeah, it's not Facebook, it's not Instagram, it's
Correct.
real life. So I have a crazy story. So yesterday, I'm at, and this isn't, I wouldn't say this has to do with manifestation, but this has to do with positive thinking, and I want to hear your thought on this. So yesterday, I do the news for one of the stations here, and at the end of the day, I have to do something on the computer, right? And it takes about 2 hours for it to what's called render. It's a project. It's a file. And there's no, like, if you cancel the project, then you have to start from scratch, like, okay. Period. And so this happened yesterday. It's never happened to me before, and I accidentally just, I don't even remember. It was so fast where I just moved around, and I guess I pressed cancel on the computer. Anyway, so I had to work another 2 hours, and I was all mad, right? I'm so frustrated. But then I thought, you know what? Maybe I was set to possibly die in a car crash, or right? Because don't these little weird things in life, even if it's bad, right? Even if it's like in the moment you're like, but was that a good? Yeah, it took me a while to get there. It took me maybe an hour to think that way, but I want to hear your thoughts. Yeah.
My thoughts are that I don't know if that's necessarily a manifestation issue, but more like, you're listening to not necessarily your intuition, but it's an unanswered prayer, or things sometimes happen that we think in the moment are negative and turn out to be the best thing that could have ever happened for us.
Right.
And that's kind of where we just have to trust when something gets in our way, maybe it's for a reason. Try to overcome that obstacle like you did. You had to work a couple of extra hours.
Right.
But being grateful for the possibility of something that didn't happen puts you in a positive mindset.
Right, yeah.
So,
a lot of it is our mind.
Correct. Correct.
And you work with clients.
Yes, I do.
On this topic, right?
Yes, I teach classes about manifestation, and I think elementary manifestation is very, very easy. If you believe that it will work, it will work. If you don't believe it will work, it won't. It never, ever will, because you're in a negative mindset. But I think it's super important to kind of keep a few tricks and tips in mind when you're manifesting. My very first tip is to be specific. Be super specific about what it is that you want. If you want to manifest $1 million, so something that you might do that would be write yourself a check for $1 million and tape it to your mirror. Okay?
Okay.
Think positive thoughts about money. Be grateful as if you already had $1 million. Maybe donate, small amounts, but you're getting your energy and your mindset around already possessing this $1 million, which I think is fantastic. But if we are not specific about the $1 million, we just blanket, I want $1 million, we have to be mindful of possible consequences. So, for example, if you wanted to manifest $1 million and you were just $1 million, and it manifested in a way that maybe your parent passed away and that was your inheritance. I'm not sure that that's exactly the way that you would have wanted to manifest that $1 million.
Great point, yeah.
So you might want to be more specific about your $1 million and say, or manifest, I would like an idea that makes me $1 million. Or I would like to sell something or win the lottery or something. Be specific, because if the universe is just hearing, like, I want this $1 million.
Why? Well, yeah. Why do you deserve $1 million?
Right. Yeah. And we want to be aware of the consequences that might come with that. Right. So we want to be very, very clear about the consequences and think about the consequences that we want. The next thing that I tell people is, if you want to manifest something, not only does your mind have to be in the right place, but your actions have to match. So if you say, I want to go on a diet and I want to lose 20 pounds, you can think about that all day long and have positive thoughts about it. You can imagine yourself exercising. You can imagine yourself eating well. But if you never get off the couch,
right,
you're not going to manifest losing any weight, because your actions are not matching the energy that you're putting out. So that's something else that's, I think, super important.
So energy, very, very critical, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So you want those things to match. There are a lot of things that you can do to kind of help yourself with that. I suggest to all of my clients to start with something small, like manifest good parking. And you can do that when you're driving. You can think positive things like, I'm going to find a parking spot right in the front.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to find a shady parking spot. And you can be thinking about that as you're driving.
Sure.
Or you can say, I want to manifest seeing yellow cars. And then pay attention to how many yellow cars you see. So there's a lot of really easy ways that you can practice to kind of get your manifestation energy going.
Right.
And I always recommend doing that.
Awesome. We've got about a minute left. Anything else?
Yes, I
Anything
want
else?
to talk about one more thing. I want
Sure.
to talk about being mindful of trying to manifest multiple things at the same time.
Okay.
And the reason that I bring that up is because if you are trying to manifest, let's say, good parking, and you're also trying to manifest being more active, those two things don't necessarily go together. Your good parking might be at the very front of the entrance, but the being more active part might want you to park a little bit farther so you can get that walk. So I know that's a super elementary example, but you want to make sure that you're not manifesting things that are contradicting each other, because then you're going to get in a situation where they're just like this and you're at a standstill. So it's just some things to consider when we're working with this manifestation energy and focusing on the things that we would like.
So whether it's energy or manifestation or just thinking positive, you work with your clients one-on-one.
Yes.
You work with people, and are you accepting new people
Yes,
right now?
always.
Okay.
The easiest way to find us is on Instagram at highest_logic. We respond quickly. We teach several classes. There's lots of offerings. All of that information is on the Instagram page.
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you too. Thank you. for
Thank you,
having
Katie.
me.
We'll keep thinking positive.
Thank you. Yes, do it.
I gotta think of something I want today. All right, I'm gonna think about it. All right.
You should do it.
Positive energy. I love it. You're watching Central Valley Talk. Thank you for joining us, everybody. We are going to take a quick break. We'll have much more right after this. Awesome. Good job. Thank you. That was perfect. I like that. That was fun. Yeah. Yeah. No, it was great. No, really, I like it. That was perfect. Yeah. Right. 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 No, that was awesome. Nice to see